It's a moral dilemma. When in Football Manager, you have to play against a team that you support in real life. Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer. It's part 16 and I'm managing Torino FC over in Italy, and we're doing rather well in the Champions League. We absolutely smashed Chelsea. Yes, you heard it right. We absolutely smashed Chelsea in the last round, and the draw's been made. Let's have a look who we've been drawn against. Well, it's another Premier League team, so we'll smash them, right? It is Manchester City. In real life, it's a club that I support. So, but obviously, I'm going to have my Torino FC hat on. Of course, I am. We want to get through to the next round of the Champions League. Okay, just the 3 games played since you were last with me. We had our usual result against Fiorentina. They always seem to have our number. A very disappointing home 2-2 draw. Not great. But then we went away to Cagliari, a 2-1 win, and then we played at home against Palermo, and normal service was resumed, a 3-0 win. So today we've got 3 quite tasty games. We've got, and it's the wrong way round this time. You can't have it always, can you? We normally get the away leg first. This time Manchester City are going to know what they need to do after the away leg for them. So we've got City at home. I think I made that more confusing than it was meant to be. So we've got City at home, and then we've got to play them in the away leg. So like I say, they'll know what they need to do at the Etihad. But you know what? I don't think we should fear anybody at the moment. And in between, we've got the little matter of Napoli, who are going great guns themselves in Serie A. So can we get a 9-point episode today? The Napoli game will be played off camera. So let's get stuck in. It's Erling Haaland and his merry men. Yeah, he's 28 now. He's still going great guns. And, I think it's going to be very, very difficult, this one. He's got a value of 259 million. It probably equals the cost of my whole squad. Erling Haaland, 259 million. Let's see if we can go and turn him over. Okay, the team is Kremer in goal, back four of Zagaritis, Struijk, Schürrle and Mantilla. And I'm going to play this today with 2 DMs, one on support, one on defence. It is Manchester City, but we are at home, so we've got to get that balance right. We've got to score a few goals, but not letting in at the other end. I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, Franco is going to do the defending. Ricci is going to do the supporting. He is a playmaker, really, but he can tackle. He can get his foot in. So I'm hoping that his ball playing will help us out of defence. Segovia is going to play the playmaker. And we've got Ketchta and Valic playing just behind Phillips today. Raul Garcia is coming back off an injury. I've given up with Azon. So I don't really have too many choices up front. But the young kid Phillips, he's one of those, it's like young players. Some games they'll play absolutely amazing, the next game not. Let's hope he decides to turn it on in both games against Manchester City. Let's get stuck in. So not a bad little team there from Manchester City. Foden, Bernardo Silva, Rodri's still there, Gvardiol. In fact, the team has not changed an awful lot, really. So, I don't know, maybe tiredness as the game goes on might affect them. We are quite a youngish team, but obviously, we do need to try and do the job today. But if I'm honest, we've exceeded expectations this season. I can't be angry if we lose this tie, because at the end of the day, it is Manchester City, and we're playing a much, much better team than we are, although they are aging somewhat. Well, Erling Haaland's 28, so he's not that old, is he really? Okay, Bernardo Silva, first highlight of the game, 26 minutes, and what a great save there from Kremer. Absolutely superb save. Foden now down this left-hand side. And this is it's very much like the Chelsea game. Chelsea really overpowered us at times in the 2 games that we played against them. But then we just seem to put the afterburners on, and all of a sudden we're scoring goals for fun. So, And another save there from Kremer in goal. And we need to keep hold of Kremer if we can. He's a wonder kid, and he's going to be a very, very good goalkeeper. It might be another 5 or 6 seasons before we see the best out of him. But Manchester City 6 shots, 2 on target. We've not had a shot on target yet. This may well go down to the second leg, and it may well be the second half of the second leg before we see things really playing out. But I'm going to say I'm disappointed because I don't really care. I mean, whether it's Real Madrid, Manchester City, you always have to lift the expectations of the players. I can't be saying to them, oh, it's Manchester City, you're all right. Although the game would have you do that because we've seen that many times, haven't we? Oh, I don't expect you to win today, lads. This mob, they're massively low levels above us. No, you don't do that. You say, come on, lads, come on, we can do this. We did Chelsea, let's do these. It's just another Premier League team. Okay, we're looking okay at the moment, but I think we do need some more firepower. But let's give it 10 minutes. I have given them a disappointed. Maybe a kick up the shorts will wake them up a little bit. Okay, we're on 58 minutes now. I suppose you would say that we're actually holding Manchester City. So it's probably, on paper, that's a good thing. But I do want to try and win this game. We've gone to 2 strikers now. Azon, I brought him on up front. He won't score a goal. Raul Garcia is coming back off an injury. So, I mean, I don't know. I've got two strikers on the pitch now that I have no faith in at all. Fujimoto has come on for Vlasic, very tired. And we've pushed things forward a little bit. De Silva is going to come on as a Mazzala. Let's try and get bodies in the box and see what we can do. Okay, we do get highlight. 20 minutes of the game left. Schürrle now with a free kick. Ball played to De Silva. Just about reaches him. A little bit short, that one. Schürrle. And this is maybe the time of the game where we could actually hurt Manchester City. Because like I say, Bernardo Silva, he's 34. They are an ageing team, and Josh De Silva has just come on the pitch and he gets a goal for us there, puts us 1-0 ahead. And I did predict this at the beginning of the game, that Manchester City have not really changed their lineup. And like I say, Bernardo Silva, 34 years of age. Even Erling Haaland at 28, is he still the player that he was? I don't know. But we are winning 1-0 now against a tiring Manchester City. Okay, Segovia is tired. We're bringing on Diarra. And we've only had 1 shot on target, and that was the goal, Diarra. But that will do me. If we could just have the 1 shot on target, another goal here would be amazing. If we could go 2-0 up. Mantilla to Garcia, De Silva, Franco slides the ball, and that is actually ended up in the back of the net. And I've never seen a goal like that in Football Manager before. Look where the ball is nestled. It rolled along the line, and then it must have hit like a little divot and just dinked over the line and just nestled behind the post. Look at that one. That is weird, but we are winning 2-0, and that is amazing. Come on, lads, we can do this. Okay, I've dropped into a cautious mentality now. City have had 4 shots on target, but we are, as predicted, we are turning the screw a little bit. City had all the early exchanges when they felt like they had the puff in the lungs to get forward and cause us some damage. Now I think they're running out of that puff, although we have given the ball away there. We don't want to concede a goal here. Foden's got the ball now. What's Foden going to do with this? They're not exactly busting a gut to get in the penalty area, although they have now a ball headed out there. So that's okay. Just clear your lines, lads. We're on a cautious mentality. Just keep it nice and disciplined. Mateus Nunes fires the ball against somebody's legs. And can we pick that one up in midfield? Need to show a little bit more endeavour there, lads. I mean, maybe our lads are feeling it as well, because we have had a lot of games this season. The Champions League, it's a new experience for us, playing all of these games, and they have got that goal, which we really didn't need them to do. 88 minutes, and Rodri gets that goal. Oh my word. Why? Why did we concede that goal? Oh, that could mean the difference between going through in the Champions League and not. 2-0, I kind of feel like we've had a good shout. 2-1, not so much. I mean, I'm going to have to give them a please. I can't be disappointed, but that is very disappointing. We had them on the ropes there. We really had them on the ropes. Just turn that screw a little bit more. We could have maybe got the third goal and killed the tie off. Very, very disappointed about that. But I've had to tell them I'm pleased. Well, that smarts a little bit. We actually played a very, very intelligent game there, and we didn't do an awful lot in the game early doors. We let them run themselves out of steam, and then we hit them when they were getting tired. 2 goals. We should have gone in to the Etihad 2-0 in the lead, and we conceded that goal right at the death. And that goal from Rodri could be the one that actually turns his tie around, because I cannot see at the Etihad Manchester City not scoring against us. That's a shame. Okay, just going to go and play Napoli off camera now, and then we'll be back for the away leg at the Etihad. It's Manchester City. Can we get through to the next round in the Champions League? Well, a very disappointing 3-1 loss to third placed Napoli. Obviously, they've got ambitions of their own, so they put on a great performance. We didn't. Bit, like after the Lord Mayor's parade. When you play games after the Champions League, and obviously that was a very sapping game against Manchester City, it's always going to be difficult. So we ain't going to get the 9-point episode now. Anyway, it is Manchester City now. By the way, Real Madrid have just smashed AC Milan in the Champions League, 7-2 on aggregate. So even if we beat Manchester City, there are some very, very tough teams. We are leading this tie. If we can keep the ball out of the back of the net, we're through to the next round. Let's see if we can do that. And it's Kremer in goal, back four of Zagoretis, Struijk, Schürrle and Mantilla, Franco and Ricci, the 2 DMs, Segovia, the playmaker, Ketchta and Blasic, the attacking midfielders behind. Raul Garcia comes in today, little bit more experience. Phillips did score. He got the, when it was 3-1 against Napoli, he got the 1. Phillips did score in the last game, all to no avail, obviously. But Garcia gets a spot today, and let's see whether we can keep a clean sheet. Keep a clean sheet, and we're through to the next round. Well, same again, I would have thought. That was the message that I've given the lads. You know, as we see here, Manchester City on the front foot in the 5th minute. Exactly the same as in the first. Is that going in? Ooh, Kremer makes a good save. Exactly as it was in the first leg. City coming out all guns blazing, but as we've seen, they do tire later on in the game, so we need to try and keep it tight and just keep our heads. Kremer takes a lovely it takes it he takes it very well from the corner. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm not going to do anything like going attacking or whatever. We're just going to let Manchester City have the ball, and hopefully our rearguard action will prove dividends. And we're heading the ball up in the air, and that one's over the top. I think that is a corner, is it? Has that gone out for a corner? No, it's not. So I've dropped back a little bit. I've gone to balance now. I really don't want to force this game. We don't need to force it. We just need to have a very, very disciplined... Don't want to see that again. 5 shots, 3 on target for Manchester City. The tie is level now, so we are going to have to, I feel, we are going to have to turn up the heat a little bit. There's only half an hour on the clock, so City here now doing... I mean, Rico Lewis is okay. He should be fine. You know, he's got young legs on him. So, ball in there. Ball's in the back of the net again, Erling Haaland. 33rd goal of the season. So City are winning 2-0 now. I mean, that goal I don't mind. You know, that was a good goal. The first goal, you know, just football manager Mickey Mouse stuff that I absolutely hate. But that was a good goal. Yeah, we'll give them that one. And we're falling to bits. Absolutely falling to bits. Okay, we need to get to half-time now. I need to get the lads in and try and settle them down a bit. But 3-2 now to Manchester City overall. Headed ball forward there from Vlasic into no man's land. And you never know, do you? You press the button, it's like go. You never know what's going to happen. You don't know what performance you're going to get. Haaland there blasts it high and wide. Unfortunately, we've not got the performance I wanted. In the first leg, we didn't really do very much, did we? We scored a couple of goals, but actually shots on target were very poor. 42 minutes on the clock. We've not had one single shot on target in this game. I mean, I don't know how we absolutely smashed Chelsea. That's a nice ball through to Ketchta, though. Can he stick that in the back of the net? No, he can't. And Ederson is still in goal for Manchester City. So it is half-time. We are going to be angry. And this is not great, is it really? It's not really how I wanted it to go. Okay, we're going to have to go for it a bit now in the second half. Phillips has come on 2 up top. I've moved things around a little bit. We're not playing with 2 DMs anymore. In fact, we need to get Reach it up into the... we'll put him as a central midfielder on attack, I think. Let's try and get him a little bit further forward. I put my full-backs now on attacking duties. It could be suicidal, but then, as we've seen in the first leg, Manchester City do tire as the game goes on. So maybe we can hit them. We need 2 goals to win this tie now. We didn't look like scoring 1 in the first half. Let's hope we can do something in the second. And 54 minutes now, it's Mateus Nunes. With the corner, into the box, balls in the back of the net. Erling Haaland gets another one. It's 3-0. They're doing to us what we did to Chelsea. We're getting absolutely battered now. But that's okay, that's fine. You know, I didn't really expect to beat Chelsea, and we did. I don't know what I'm watching that for. Again, it's absolutely disgusting. And I'm belying what I'm trying to say to the players here, that Manchester City are going to run out of steam. They're not. They're absolutely piling the pressure on, which is what we should have done in the first leg. You know, if we could have stopped that goal going in and scored a third, you know, I mean, the tie wouldn't have been over, but it would have been 3-3. It would have given us a better chance. As it is, it's not great, this, is it, really? Not great at all. And it's all Manchester City now. We're getting no highlights. Kremer comes out and takes the ball nicely. 2 goals in us, lads. Have we got 2 goals to draw the tie level at all? I mean, Raul Garcia is on a 6.1. 6.1. Absolutely disgraceful. You know, I brought him in to have a bit of experience for games like this, to actually show the young lads the way. You know, he's got a young lad at his side, Phillips, and he's on a 6.1. Absolutely disgraceful. You need players to step up, don't you? And obviously he's not done. I mean, I should be taking him off, to be quite honest. Okay, we are getting a little bit of the ball there, but Manchester City's rearguard action, they've got everybody in the box and defending for their lives, which they will do, won't they now? Mantilla down that side, ball into no man's land. Gvardiol, very, very easy there. I could have mopped that one up myself. Haaland now on the break. Schürrle does beat him to it, though. Maybe Haaland is tiring a bit. Maybe those goals he scored today have taken it out of him. We can only hope so, can't we? Although this game's dead and gone now. It was, as soon as that third goal went in, the game was dead and gone. Ball out to Phillips. That was a very, very strange ball, but Phillips, weirdly, seemed to read it. I don't know how he did. Zaghari, it's into the box. That's a penalty, that referee. Okay, so it looks like we're getting a penalty here. We could pull this back to 4-3. I mean, we've got about 25 minutes of this game left. I mean, are Manchester City going to tire again? Penalties awarded. Right, okay. So Garcia is going to take this one. Okay, Garcia. I mean, he's He's on a 6.1. I've just been absolutely slating him. And he does put that one in the back of the net. So hopefully that will bring his average up from 6.1. It's now 3-1. We need another goal now to draw the tie level. Straight down the middle as well. Okay, more fresh legs on the pitch now. Azon has come on for Garcia. And De Silva and Diarra have come on in midfield. Can De Silva do what he did in the first leg? I mean, that would be great. We need one more goal to draw the tie level. Kind of feel like it's not coming. I am on very attacking as well, if you've noticed. I mean, it's not ideal against City. But then again, if they're going to tire in the last 15-20 minutes, we could actually do them. So Haaland there rolling round in agony on the pitch. But to be quite honest, this is not where we want the ball, is it? You know, is Bernardo going to take this one? Yeah, Bernardo Silva's going to take this one. Just over the top. The ball is at the wrong end of the pitch, though. We need it at the other end. A loose ball again, and this is the time of the game when you would expect City to start tiring a little bit. It's kind of old men FC, isn't it, with City at the moment? And we've hit the crossbar, wouldn't you know it? That would have made it 3-2 and drawn the tie level. Frustrating. Short corner coming in. No, it's not. Zagorakis decides to take it long. And I think he fooled everybody there other than Ederson, who just picked the ball out of the air. One or two more highlights for us now. I think City are tiring, but they've got the experience to hold on to this. Okay, Franco De Silva. And an absolutely awesome save by Ederson. He actually kept hold of that. Amazing stuff from Ederson. Okay, we're bringing Bakker on, who's causing me a few problems at the moment. I do think this game's gone now. Okay, a couple more changes off camera there. I've just I've moved players up into attacking midfielder roles, but it's not making any difference. That's disappointing, isn't it, really? Disappointing, but I can't throw my toys out of the pram. We've had a really good run there. I mean, we're going to be angry again. I can't give them a satisfied for that. We just got knocked out, you know, the top European competition. I can't be satisfied by that. Okay, we do receive another 9 million, and so that's a little bit of good news there. But obviously we are out of the Champions League now for this season. 68 million in the bank, a transfer budget of 25 million, and well under the wage budget. So once again, finances amazing. On the pitch, amazing, really. I mean, you know, smashing Chelsea, and okay, we weren't great against Manchester City, but we have progressed this season in the Champions League and we've made a really good job of it. Quick look at the league before we go. 32 games played. So it is 38 game season. There's 6 games left to play now. They're all in the league. So we are top of the shop. 32 games played, 81 points. We're 5 points ahead of AC Milan, who are, well, to be honest, both us and AC Milan have won 3, drawn 1, lost 1 in the last 5 games. Napoli, as you can see there, they're the informed team. 72 points for them. They've won all of the last 5 games, including the one that they've just played against us. They've absolutely battered us 3-1. But there is 5 points in it now with 6 games to play. Well, I did have a little sneaking feeling that because we'd smashed Chelsea in the previous round, we would do the same to Manchester City. It wasn't to be. You know, when you've got Erling Haaland up front at 28, who's scoring 33 goals in a season, you know, I don't think he had the greatest of games in the first leg, but he certainly had a very good game in the second leg. And players like that, world-class players, £259 million worth, they can drag a team through, any game, can't they? And that's exactly what happened. They didn't tire, and it was a vain hope, wasn't it? They were going to tire, and we'd do them again at the end of the game. It didn't happen. So I'm just looking at the results there. Not great actually, because we've played 2 away games now. Napoli and Manchester City lost them both 3-1. So we're going into the last 6 games now of Serie A, and let's hope that's not the start of a bad run, because we've only got a 5-point lead in Serie A, and well, we don't want that to dissolve away. And the way Football Manager plays, that's exactly what could happen. It's going to be touch and go now. Got 4 games to play off camera, more than likely come back for the last 2. And of course, I am keeping a keen eye on the jobs market now. And the fact that I've not accepted the new contract that they've given me, that they wanted to give me. My contract has got about 14 months to run now. It's actually out in June of 2030. We're in 2029 in game. So if a team came in for me now, they wouldn't have a lot of compensation to pay. So I would have thought I would have been offered a job at a decent club. Whether that'll happen, I don't know. It's not going to happen before the next episode, that's for certain. But let's see if we can, tuck the Serie A trophy in our back pocket, and that I think would count as an absolutely exceptional season with a really good Champions League run as well. Okay, going to go and play those games off camera, and we'll see you very shortly.